Have you ever wondered what it would take to be wildly successful? Hey, I don't know about you, but I do. Watch today's video and find out. Hi, Frank Thomas here from Wealth Creation Strategies. Love just talking about different ideas and thoughts and strategies to create wealth in your life and your family's life. And just so you can have a great time. You know, we have such a short time on this earth. I'd love to see you all have a fantastic life. Let's get into it here. So the topic today is how to be wildly successful. I got a lot to cover today. I'll be straight up with you. It's very hard for me to trim this down because I'm almost 60. I've done lots of stuff in life, and I have found that there is definitely things you got to do if you want to be wildly successful. If you want to succeed fast, you have to do these things. So let's just get right into it. First point here is it's time to step out of the shadows. If you want to be wildly successful, you have to become more visual in who you are. That could mean that you present yourself in video. It might mean you present yourself in more meetings, you step forward to be a leader in a company, volunteer for leadership positions. It doesn't matter what it is. All these things matter, and I've done everything I've just mentioned. I found that when I have stepped out, sure, you expose yourself. Sure, there's going to be criticism, and sure, there's going to be trolls. But the fact of the matter is, you just have to expect this as part of the environment. My wife really did not enjoy getting in front of the camera when I started training her. But after she was in front of the camera for a while, she became comfortable in front of the camera, and she teaches a lot of great stuff. She has a quilting channel, and she teaches a lot of great stuff and helps a lot of people. And she's helped a lot of people through Facebook. She's got a very successful business. The ladies she works with love the fact that Brenda talks about their quilts and what they've done. And yeah, so it really is something amazing. She's taken the ability to get up and talk to a whole new level, and I'm really proud of her. Next thing here, never seek to get above yourself in your station. Now, this sounds very contradictory to what I just said, but there's a big difference here. Don't rise up to a position that you feel that you should have. Rise up to a position by satisfying the needs of a position. Most people are only raised up once they've shown that they can handle the responsibilities of that said position. So never try to rise up. Always try to stand out by what you do and not what you think you should be. There's a very big difference here. One comes across as prideful, whereas the other one comes across as competent. And that's the big thing here. There is a saying that let kings rise you up. Don't try to rise yourself up or you could embarrass yourself. And I think it's very true. Next point. Always try to find ways to visualize your potential audience, whom you'll be talking with or helping or working with, and whatever that looks like. Think about how you can help them, how you can see their needs and how you're going to satisfy their needs, whether it's a product or whether it's, let's say you're working as a physician in a clinic. You believe that if you came and you did some sort of procedure with all your clients that come in, it could make a much better experience. I know when I was going for cancer treatments, one of the things that was probably a small thing, but I never saw it before, was they would come in and they'd have an interview with me. And they'd sit down and they'd look at my medical records and when I was going through treatments, and they would ask me questions and they would say, how you doing? Or have you had something different happen? Or how's this treatment going? I really enjoyed that. I really felt like I was getting the absolute best in attention and care from those professionals. Always find ways to visualize your audience and see how you can meet their needs. Next one here, it's a very quick one and it's a very big one. Make sure you got a plan. Plans are fickle things. If you don't plan, it's still going to happen, but you're probably not going to like the results. So make a plan, know where you're going, have a bearing, have a heading, and make adjustments as you go. The next point here is mentors. Wow, you need to have mentors in your life. You have to have mentors who know a little bit more than you and can help raise you up, that can help make you better and bigger than what you already are. If you find a good mentor who sees that you're in a place you desire to learn, they will put you on their shoulders. And it's fantastic. What happens is all of a sudden you step so far ahead. I know years ago when I was doing my boot camp, one of the instructors could see that I had this really strong desire to learn and to really get as much out of what I was trying to learn as possible. Then he started saying to me, hey Frank, look at this information here and take a look over here and look at this stuff over here. Whether I knew it or not, he had begun mentoring me at the time, as well as soon as you learn enough to become a mentor, and it doesn't take much, you'll find there's always somebody who is just a little bit behind you. Mentor them, help them out. Let them not try to figure it out on their own and feel through the dark until they figure out the puzzle. Help them solve that puzzle. Believe me, it'll go a country mile. I have found that I learn more at times mentoring than I have when I'm being mentored myself. I found this because there's times that they'll ask me questions and they'll say, I thought about this and I don't know if this is important or not, and they'll make me think about it, and I never thought about it before. One of the additions I started putting into my videos was because of one of the people that I mentor. They said to me, you should put chapters in your videos, that way people can just jump to the section. Is it a useful feature? I think it is. I think it's pretty nice actually, so I've started doing it with every video I'm producing now. It's a little bit of extra work, but I think it adds more value to the viewer. So mentorship is really important is what I'm saying. Before we get into the bonus, are you finding some quality in this video? Be sure to like it. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And it tells me that this is information that you find valuable. It tells YouTube it's information you find valuable. I really appreciate it. I'll just leave it at that. Hey, let's get into the bonus here. This is almost like one of the initial points that I first made, but it is slightly different spin to it, but I think it's also equally important. Always present yourself in benefit of your audience and not yourself. Remember I was saying figure out who your audience is and figure out what their needs are. This also is another way to present this, and that is always present your benefits to the audience. Do what you do for their benefit. For whomever you're serving, it doesn't matter. Do it for their benefit. Trust me when I say that you'll receive compensation, and usually compensation beyond what you'd ever believe, by doing just that. I have found over and over again, when I am willing to give as much value as I can without worrying about remuneration, I've always gotten back much more than I can ever imagine. So just trust me on this one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're actually interested in mentorship topic, I've got a really great video that should be showing up right now. Take a peek at it. It's all about mentorship. I hope to see you over there. We'll talk to you. Bye-bye.